This is why Elon Musk is fighting for those white folks in South Africa now.
Elon Musk has once again accused the South African government of racial discrimination. Musk accused the South African government of, quote, promoting white genocide in South Africa.
They're fighting for equality in Africa.
Yes, white folks are fighting for equality in Africa.
So South Africa's own government is even coming out today and telling Trump, if you want to take on these refugees, that's on you. But just so you know, none of them have been properly vetted. A lot of them have been involved in protests that are pro-apartheid. And on top of that, these guys are actually claiming that they're being persecuted for being white. I don't know if you know a whole lot about South Africa, where Elon Musk is from, but the apartheid just ended not very long ago. If you don't know what that is, it was mass segregation. South Africa's government also came out and added that it's really hard to be a refugee of persecution when you're amongst the most highest earners and highly educated in the entire region.
Now, everybody been hitting me up asking me to do a video on this topic about what's going on with these white Africans coming back to America. Let's get into it. Now let's talk about theft first. Not petty theft, not the kind you get locked up for. We're talking about generational, legalized, institutionalized theft of black people's land, black people's identity, black people's power, and dignity. Because right now in 2025, white South Africans, who make up 8% of the population, only 8, owns majority of South Africa's land. Let that sink in for 1 second. 8% of the people's population, but they own most of the land. Oh yeah, this shit gonna get real deep. Make sure y'all stay tuned and share this video. Now meanwhile, black South Africans, which makes up about 80% of the population, are crammed into less fertile, overpopulated, and undeveloped areas. 80% crammed in this little area. Now check this out. This isn't ancient history, bro. This is the legacy of apartheid. And if you do not know what apartheid is, I'm finna break it down. I need y'all to pay close attention. Apartheid was a system, because they always come up with a system. Apartheid was a system of institutionalized racial segregation and discrimination in South Africa. Okay? This was implemented from 1948 to the early 1990s. It involved legalizing racial separation, denying non-white citizens political and civil rights, non-white citizens, and restricting blacks from movement, access, and living in certain places. The term apartheid means separateness. Now this is gonna blow your mind right here. This is what colonizers do. They create a system called apartheid. They create a system to legally rob you of your land, your resources, freedom, culture, and your ability to compete and survive. Now I want you to ask yourself, how can someone come from another country and rob people of their own land? Oh my God. Shit finna get real serious right now. The answer is a lot of things. But the one thing that plays the biggest part, in which we'll talk about in a minute, is religion. See, a lot of y'all don't want to talk about what religion was used, but definitely religion played the biggest role in robbing people of their land, or should I say continent. Listen to this. Even after the apartheid ended on paper, the land didn't go back to its rightful owners, which was the black South Africans. Oh no. Only about 10% of the land has redistributed to black people since apartheid ended in 1994. Only 10%. The rest of the land still is in whites, farmers, corporations, and settlers of descent's hands. They still own majority of the land. Okay, now check this out. There's a city called Orania. This shit gonna really blow y'all mind. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Orania is an all-whites only town in the middle of a black country. This is facts, people. You can go Google this right motherfucking now. Orania, okay? In Africa, a town where black people ain't even allowed to live in. How the fuck you gonna come to these people's country, take it over, use religion, then create a town and not even allow them to come live in it? Wow. But listen now, and this is not a rumor. It's also in their handbook. They print their own currency. They teach their own history. They teach their own history, but we let them teach us our history. They teach their own history. They say it's about preserving Afrikaners' culture. No, it ain't. All that shit is apartheid rebranded. That's all it is. It's the same thing. This is what they do. They create systems and to put red tape up and rob you of your land and all this shit here. Now imagine being African, born on this soil, and told you don't belong in a town in your own homeland. It's not just strange. It's a slap in the motherfucking face. That's equivalent to black people going to Europe, taking their land and using religion and creating a town and saying, Europeans, y'all are not allowed here. And let's not ignore how religion played a role in all this colonialists. Colonialists didn't just come with guns. No, they didn't come with just guns. They came with guns and Bibles. This is why I say Christianity, anyway, they told black people, obey your master. They painted God as a white man with blue eyes. They said, turn the other cheek. And while taking your land with the other hand, they made you believe your own ancestors was demons. This is when you tell a black person about their own African deity, they cringe to that shit, but they'll accept a white Jesus that ain't came out the sky yet. But their version of salvation was holy. So they stripped away African spiritual systems and replaced them with slaves' versions of Christianity. One that kept black people docile, hopeless, and obedient. You see how that work? Don't ask questions, nigga. How in the hell could something not work over 400 years and you still believe in it? While they was preaching, they was also reaching. Reaching and grabbing for your damn land and resources. And of the African people, of all people. So while you were praying, they were profiting. The same motherfucking thing the preachers do in America. How can a preacher have not a house, a compound, millions of dollars, and you still struggling? Oh, God gonna change it, God gonna change it, God gonna do this. But you was 100% ignorant when it comes to religion, because the same people who oppress you is the one gave you your version of religion. So here we are today, Africans landless in Africa, being told move on from a past that still shapes their present. Being locked out of opportunity by the descendants of settlers who never left. The motherfuckers still there, okay? And still live like they own the place. Because in many ways, they still do. And now they want to come over here because these people say we tired of this shit. Because this shit ain't, this math ain't math. This ain't about revenge. It's about restoration. It's about the truth. And if you're uncomfortable hearing it, imagine living in it. So let's get this straight. You come to another culture's country, right? You create a system. You use religion to rob them of their lands, right? And when they stop going for that shit, you want to flee back to America. Well, America gonna open you with open arms, right? Flee back to America saying you're being treated a certain type of way, racism and all. What kind of motherfucking stupid are you? Do you really think these people are crazy though? Do you really think that you're supposed to live superior while they live inferior? Right? It don't make no sense. Then you create a town, a system of town where black people ain't even allowed. What kind of dumbass shit is that? You can go look it up right now. Orania for the Afrikaners, which is some made up shit for the Afrikaners. You mean to tell me that's just like, okay, you created a town where you create your own currency, you go by your own rules and shit. Black people ain't allowed to come or live there, but you're on their hometown, on their homeland. That's equivalent to black people going to Europe, robbing them of their land, telling them all type of shit, giving them their version of religion, and creating a town where Europeans can't come and live. If you ain't gonna go for this shit, why the fuck you think we don't go for this shit? But it ain't the fact that you don't care if we go for it or not. You don't care. I told y'all, man, you have people in this world that have no souls. This shit aligns 100% with how they are and who they are. You must understand this, bro. You got to understand where I'm coming from. These people, you ain't crazy. They just want you to think you crazy, or they want to try you like you crazy. But this is a new motherfucking day, as you see. This is a new day. And with that being said, don't bring that shit over here. And what I mean by over here, meaning when people tell certain black peoples, go back home, go to your homeland, we already home. Christopher Columbus didn't discover no Indians, it was niggas. And when I say niggas, right, it's really niggas. They just couldn't pronounce it. They didn't have the tongue to say niggas, so they said nigger. See, all this shit they ain't gonna put in the history books. When a motherfucker try to rewrite history, it's because they trying to cover up lies, bro. We really believe this shit. Like, we really believe Christopher Columbus discovered some shit. We really believe that we are the minority. These people lie about everything. They lie about the crime. A lot of the crime they say that black people are committing, they're not. We don't lead in this crime and that crime, and a lot of them I can't say, but y'all got to put it. We don't lead in those crimes. They just reported that blacks are the ones doing these crimes the most in those crimes. That's a lie, man. All this shit is about lies and propaganda. We're placed on the news as killers, but they're placed on the news as mentally ill people and shit like that. I've never once seen, not me, I've never once saw a video online of black people messing with whites, asking them why they in this neighborhood, or why they do what you doing around here. I never saw it. So what I'm saying is this, man, this shit is blatant, bro. Whether we want to see it or not, it's there. You can't overlook this shit. And we pretty much are tired of that. There's all type of people tired of it. Right? You got people that just want to live, no matter what color they are. They tired of this shit. I say like this here, bro. If you don't want to live with black people or whoever people, it should be an area where we go and just segregate. You know, we go and we separate. Like, if you don't like these group of people, take your ass over there. You ain't got to deal with them. Stop faking. Like, we ain't got to fake like we like each other. Man, I don't want to be around nobody don't like me. I don't give a fuck what color you are. We don't have to fake it. You don't need no HOAs to hide behind this shit. You don't need no laws to hide behind this shit. You don't need to separate us financially through resources. None of that shit. Just go your way, we go our way. Whoever that may be. You got black people that want to live with white people who don't. Go ahead and live with them. Got whites that want to live with blacks, live with them. You got blacks that just want to live with blacks, whites that just want to live with white. You should be where you could go wherever the fuck you trying to go, like a facet. You should be able to go here, go there, stay here, stay there. You ain't got to hide behind none of that shit. You ain't got to deal with nobody the rest of your life. But these motherfuckers want to control everything to the point they'll make us live like this on the bottom. All of us got to live together, and then they use that shit against us, or we continuously fight against each other. So they use that on the bottom, but at the top, them motherfuckers, they living on their own. You can't go inside the bunker where Mark Zuckerberg built for millions of dollars. Elon Musk, millions of dollars. And must I add, Elon Musk is an Afrikaner. This is why he's advocating for them over there, because he from there. That motherfucker from South Africa, man. You mean tell me out all that money you got, all the brains you got, you can see the inequality, but you want to advocate? Fuck you, Mr. Elon Musk, Mr. Elon Musky. Take your motherfucking ass somewhere else too. We don't care how much money you got. You're empty inside, bro. You are spiritually bankrupt. Your money don't mean nothing. Not nothing. That's why I say the illusion and confusion of money. Money is a tool. That's it. So fuck you. Go on about your business. So with that being said, as we see, and they're not going to put on the news that these same white farmers that's from other places, from Dutch and Poland and all these other places that have came and migrated to South Africa, done used religion to steal these people's lands. Then they only make up 8% of the population, but they got over half the land, and the land that the African people have, which is like 4%, it's unfertilized land. How does that look? You beyond the devil, selfish motherfucker. And now that these people got real true leaders that are not afraid, that don't let religion fear them, coming back saying we want our land back, bitch, you got to get this stepping. Just that simple. And how can you blame them? You sound stupid as hell. You even created a town where even black people can't come. I'll run your ass from up out of there too. You got to be out your motherfucking mind to create a town in these people country where they can't. You so fucking devilish and so messed up. You won't even invite the people who own the land or who primarily there on the land to come into your little city. Go look it up, man. Go look up the city in South Africa. Number of white people there. Black people ain't even allowed. Shit. Run the motherfucker back to wherever the fuck they from. That's my take on it. And I'ma stand on that. Because I stand for equality. Stop fucking over people. Stop acting like people stupid. Stop trying to have all the resources. Stop trying to own every motherfucking thing. Because when you do that, this is what happened. And this is what your ass deserves. Point blank, period. It's your boy Papa Dog. Like, comment, subscribe. Say how you feel. Remember, this is a community. We learn from each other, because I'm sure a lot of people didn't even know about this city that was created for the Afrikaners. That Elon Musk is an Afrikaner. A lot of people didn't know about this city. That only whites was allowed to stay in, and blacks wasn't even allowed to come or live there, even though they on black people's land. Shit don't make no sense, bro. Fuck all that. We ain't playing no dumb games. Cause like they say, when you play a dumb game, you get a stupid prize, or however that shit go. But that's what you gonna get. If you think these people gonna go for that shit, though, fuck you. Anyway, it's your boy Papa Dog. Yeah, I'm pissed off. Yeah, I'm mad, because my whole life I've been dealing with this. And to see people in other countries getting taken advantage like this makes me even pissed. A pistivity. But like they say, what goes up must come down. And like I tell you all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. And these people ain't lost no more. They let that shit go for a long time. Black people, we have a soul. We have a direct connection to the sun. And our kindness has been taken advantage and used against us, same as Christopher Columbus' so-called discovery ass did, that they found in his diary, that I've said a million times. When he saw the Indians, I meant black folks, not Indians. Oh, they are so helpful. They smile at everything. They'll make great servants. Fuck you, Chris. And I'm gonna end my video on that note. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll get with y'all in the next one. Peace.